Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Trishita Reads. I am Trishita and as you can see I am back home for Pujo. I came here yesterday, that is Panchami, and today is Shushti. And from today, I have almost no plans apart from staying home, chilling, reading, and just enjoying time with my family. So here I am with another YouTube video where I will have no other responsibilities apart from reading, I guess, till the time I'm home. And I thought that this is the best time I can make a chill reading vlog where I can show you what I will be reading till 2nd of October. And the first book that I have thought of reading is Lost Souls Meet Under the Full Moon, which is written by Mizuki Sujimura. And the title of this book almost explains everything about the plot of this story. It is very similar to Before the Coffee Gets Cold, where you can meet someone from the past or the future. But in this case scenario, you get to meet a person who is already dead, and there is a medium, or you can say in between person, who helps you contact the person who is dead. That person, I mean the in between person, asks permission from the dead person whether they want to see you or not. And then if the dead person gives a green signal, then he arranges a meeting in a hotel between the two people who want to see each other. One is the dead person and the other one is living. And after that, they have a good chat about what life is, I guess. So I have finished the first story. I'm currently in the second story at page number 56. And this is a very, you can say, okay-ish book so far, because I did not like the first story that much. Even though the first story was about a fan meeting her idol, how the fan was codependent on that particular idol, and when that idol passed away, she lost hope of living life. And it was a okay-ish story, because I felt like the emotions that the two characters wanted to say was not portrayed that beautifully. There were a lot of things unsaid, which I understand. There will be things that will be unsaid between two characters. But in this one, I felt like both of these characters were holding back a lot, and because of that, and she is barking again. Okay, and because of that, there was not much connection between the characters and me. I could not feel that inclination towards liking any of the characters in the first story. But let's see what happens in the next stories. There are in total 5 stories, and let me tell you the blurb of this book so that you also have an idea about what this book is. So here we go. Is there anyone from the afterlife you wish to see? So asks the smart young man Ayumi to his clients, who has come to him for a reunion with the person who once changed their lives. Ayumi is the in-between person that I was talking about. Ayumi's clients must follow strict rules. The deceased cannot have been summoned by anyone else. They may refuse, and they must meet under a full moon. Anxious Hirase asks to see the celebrity who showed her kindness at a critical point. An arrogant man wants clarity about the family home from his beloved mother. After a fatal accident, a schoolgirl has a question for her former best friend. A salaryman wants to ask the only woman he ever loved what caused her to run away. With each reunion, tantalizing clues are scattered for readers to piece together the emotional truth in this mesmeric and unputdownable tale of kindness, compassion, and connection. Who would you like to see? In the first half of the day, at least, I am free, so I'm thinking of reading as much as I can and update you guys along the way. So stay connected, and I'll see you guys with an update super soon. Hi guys, welcome to the evening update, or I can say night update. It is currently 9:25 p.m. and I have a significant update to share with you guys. I have finished all of the chapters and only the last chapter is left. I have currently 100 something pages to finish in this book, and so far, this is a mid read for me. To be very honest, I am not emotionally connecting with any of these characters, even though every story has some substance in it. The author has tried very hard to put in the emotional angles so that we readers can connect with the characters, but at the end of the day, I am feeling that there is lack in the characters, in the portrayal of emotions, and that is the reason why I am not liking this book that much. It's an okayish read, but to be very honest, when it comes to Korean and Japanese translated books, there are books that is better than this one. So, will I recommend this? Maybe if you want to read a book that is very short when it comes to the stories, if you want to read a book to cozy up in your weekends, maybe you can grab this one. But apart from that, not much of substance is present in this book. But am I disliking it? No. So, here is the update. I'll finish this book tomorrow morning, but also I have to go for my eye appointment because for the past 1 month or so I have been suffering a lot because of headache, and this has happened because my power has changed. So yeah, in the morning I'll go for my eye appointment, so I don't know how much I'll be able to read in the morning, but for sure I'll be finishing this book tomorrow itself. So stay tuned for that. I'll update you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, welcome to the evening update, and I do have some significant update to share with you. I finished reading Lost Souls Meet Under a Full Moon, and my final rating of this book will be 3 stars. Why 3? Because when it comes to the stories shared in this book about different lives of different people, their emotions and everything, that part I was not able to connect at all, and I did feel that even though there were a lot of scopes for the author to make the characters confront each other, the author didn't choose that. At the end of the day, it felt like the food is properly cooked, but the masala is missing. That is the reason why I have lowered my rating. But this book has one chapter that is quite different from all of the other magical realism translated novels that I have read so far. The last chapter of this book talks about the life of In Between, that is Ayumi, and how he became in between, how the process of in between thing works, what are the rules that the in between has to follow as well, so that he or she can have that power of being an in between and continue helping people throughout. So it was good to read the last chapter, and yes, it was my favorite chapter from this book. But apart from that, I was expecting some more depth because I have read better books that are translated having better emotional depth, conflicts, and confrontations. For example, when it comes to Before the Coffee Gets Cold, you get to see a lot of confrontation where the two characters not only are talking about the misunderstandings that they have for each other, but at the end of the day, before the coffee gets cold, the two characters somehow come to a conclusion and understanding, which I felt was a major miss in this particular book. I am expecting that the next book in this series will have a lot more emotional depth, because seeing the thickness of this book, the author did have a good amount of pages to fill in with respect to the characters' emotions, but unfortunately, the author deviated the path to the background stories of the characters, and the final confrontation was pretty blunt. However, if you are someone who is looking for a quick translated read and that is quite similar to Before the Coffee Gets Cold, you might end up liking this book, so definitely give it a try. And now I'll just go and have some dinner. and I'm so happy that I finished reading this book. From tomorrow, I'll start a new book about which I'll update you guys tomorrow morning, so stay tuned for that. Good morning, everyone. Shubho Mahaashtami to everyone who is watching this video. I hope that your Navratri and Durga Puja is going great. And now I just came back from giving Pushpanjali to Ma Goddess Durga Ma, and then I decided to start reading Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen, and the blurb of this book is kind of intriguing because in the first life of the two main characters, on the wedding day, they kill each other, and after that, in every life they are born in, their motive is to kill each other, and basically they are stuck in a curse, you can say. So, let me read the blurb out to you guys so that you also get to see what the story is about. Maybe that's all love is in the end, an endless tempting of fate. Evelyn has lived countless lives, and in every single one, she has been killed before her 18th birthday. But in her present life, her little sister needs her in order to stay alive. To save her sister and make it past her 18th birthday, she'll have to 1. Find the centuries old enemy who hunts her through each life. 2nd, figure out why she is being hunted so that she can break the curse once and for all. Most importantly, she is going to have to try not to fall in love with them again. A brief moment of appreciation of how beautiful the cover of this book is. It has small details of gold which resemble patake that we burn during Diwali. Along with that, how their souls are mingled up, and this particular thing, I don't know whether you can see it. I hope you can see it, guys. This particular red band was the band these two people were wearing in their first life during their wedding ceremony before they killed each other. So the cover of this book is quite thought of. I am currently at page number 22. We'll be starting this chapter. So today I have plans in the evening, so I'll try to read as much as I can in the morning. And after 2 days, I'm leaving for Gurgaon again, and I don't want to, but I have to. But keeping that negative thought aside for now, I'll go and start reading this book again, and I'll see you guys with a significant update. Maybe today or maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But stay tuned. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to another day, another morning. Today is Mahanavami, so Shubho Mahanavami to everyone. And now coming to my reading update, I have not read much. I am currently at page number 78 of this book, and to be very honest, um, not liking this one much. Still, I am not 100 pages in. It will take some time for me to get into the story, to build the connection between the characters and me. So I am giving this book time. Let's see what happens. Let's see where this book takes me. And I only have today, tomorrow, and half of day after tomorrow. Because day after tomorrow I am leaving. My train is at 4:30 p.m. and I will not be able to take this book with me because my luggage will have all of the essentials, including all of the winter clothes, because in Gurgaon it is going to be very cold, and in Kolkata the minimum temperature comes down to 9 degrees max. There it's going to be very cold, so I am going to be prepared at least with my clothing there, so I won't be able to take books with me this time. However, I do have 2 books that I will be taking, so I have to manage that, but I'll try to finish this book before I go. So I have to gear up and I have to finish reading this book before I leave. And in the morning, I read for quite some time, but yesterday in the evening, I did not get any time to read anything because one, I went out, I had a good time with my family as well, and managing reading along with all of these is kind of hampering my reading, but I am completely fine with that because it's been 6 months that I went to Gurgaon, and after 6 months I'm seeing my family, so my priority is over there. And at the end of the day, it is a chill reading vlog, so I am reading as much as I can without hampering my time with my family. And I'm also getting a little sad because Pujo is ending tomorrow and we have to wait another year for the same vibe, the same festival. If you're a Bengali, you can relate to what I'm saying. Let's get into reading this book, and side by side, I will be packing for my departure as well. So, yeah, mixed feelings. Hi guys, today is Dashami, the final day of Durga Puja. Coming to my reading update, I am at page number what? What is the page number? 110. I'll be starting this chapter, but to be very honest, I am not liking this book. Too much of what you can say explanation of emotions, explanation of the backstory. Maybe I was not expecting that. I was expecting some kind of you can say thrill character driven story. However, this is not what I expected. It is very slow, and the author has expressed the emotions of the characters multiple times in multiple lives, and it is kind of becoming difficult for me to continue this book because I was expecting that there will be more when it comes to emotions. But so far, even in previous lives, they are saying that they love each other but still they end up killing each other. And at this point, I did want some clarity about why this is happening, but so far there is nothing. And how many pages do I have left? 300 pages I have to read before this book is done. And since today is the last full day that I will be getting, along with tomorrow morning, hopefully, I don't know how much I'll be able to finish this book. But if I don't feel the urge of finishing this book now, I won't. Because at this moment, I am kind of pushing myself for the sake of this video. And let's see whether I make any kind of significant progress when I'm reading this, but my hopes are pretty low. So far, it's hardly 1.5 stars. Did not expect that, but it is what it is. So, without any further ado, let's read or try to read this book, and let's see where I stand at the end of today or the beginning of tomorrow. Hi guys, it's almost 9:30 p.m. and I do have a significant update to share with you. I am currently at page number 286 of this book, and I have around 100 pages left to finish. And so far it is the same story. So far there is very less progress when it comes to the characters, when it comes to the storyline. And to be very honest, it felt like I am reading the same page again and again and again for 200 pages, which I did not want in the very beginning. But maybe I had a lot of expectations from this book. That's why this happened. For me personally, this story was very slow. I wanted something fast paced, but it is what it is. However, I do have this feeling that I will be finishing this book before I leave for Gurgaon. So, yay for that. There's the update. I'll update you guys about my final thoughts after finishing this book tomorrow morning. So, stay tuned for that. Bye. Hi guys, welcome to the final day of the reading vlog, and today I am leaving for Gurgaon. My train is at 4:20 p.m. and now coming to my reading update, I have finished reading Our Infinite Fates, and my rating of this book is 1.5 stars, remains the same. Guys, to be very honest, this book's climax was the worst. I do understand that books can be slower, even though I like fast paced books, but it's okay to sometimes accept the fact that not every book will be fast paced. This book, one, was slower. Second, the climax, the building of everything that led to these people enter a curse or a loop where before turning 18, both of these people kill each other, did not make much of a sense. When the climax came, I was expecting something big to happen, or I was expecting at least some substance to be present when the climax comes, but nothing. Okay, nothing. The last chapter was still better. You do expect that from last chapters, right? But throughout the whole book, it was me forcing myself to finish this book. Later on, in the middle of it, I switched to audiobooks. Hence, I was able to finish this book faster. Otherwise, I don't think that I would have finished this book at all. I might have DNF the book. It's okay. I finished this book, even though it was not according to what I expected. But I am happy that in this short span of time when I was at home, I finished reading 2 books. So these are the 2 books that I finished reading in this kind of chill reading vlog. Both of them did not end up as I expected them to be, but I guess it's okay. Not every single book that I read will be to that level where my mind is blown completely, and it's completely fine. But I'm so happy that I finished reading 2 books. My time has come. I have to go back, and I'm feeling sad, obviously, because who loves staying away from their family, right? Little bit sad. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for spending this Durga Puja week with me. And I am so grateful to have you guys in my life. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked even a small bit of this reading vlog, please consider subscribing my channel, liking this video, and dropping a comment down below about what you are reading right now, how your Navratri or Durga Puja went. I would love to hear your thoughts as well. Until then, turn those pages, start reading a new book, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!